We'll find a way somehow. We can get over this day. You know that I will be there if you call. I'll be there in a minute. You know that I will be there if you call. I'll be
Starting a new series with Hoopnation Breakdowns. We're gonna start talking about V cuts, L cuts, face cuts, backdoor cuts. All the cuts are off-ball activity that a receiver, the person that's next to catch a pass, would perform. With our movements off the ball, we do everything predicated on where the defense starts. In man-to-man defense, we usually will have to use some sort of cut to open ourselves, free ourselves, so that one, we can get the ball in our hands. Getting open is important. Being able to catch when you get open is exceedingly vital to the fact that you got open. I'm a huge proponent of being able to catch any and everything. It would be ideal for all teammates to throw great passes that make it for easy catches. That's not usually the case. So in training and developing, you always want to work on having a large catch radius. So whenever the ball comes into your area, you can make sure it turns into a possession that you have so that you can do something for your team. Even if it's just catching swing or if it's catching face up, get to a triple threat attack out of that cut. That's something that we'll cover in a lot more depth later. You just want to make sure that you're able to receive the ball, and whatever comes after that, you'll have a clean opportunity to do it without messing up time. V cuts, L cuts, backdoor cuts, face cuts within an offense, whether it's a quick hitter situation or if it's a continuity, which means an ongoing offense that has the ball moving from one side to another side and everyone having certain roles throughout that. It's really more, it's highly predicated on being able to have perfect timing so that the ball is not getting stuck in an area while someone's waiting on you to get open or anything like that. It just keeps everything on timing. Offenses move on timing, which make everything work for everyone involved. With L cuts and V cuts, they're pretty definitive in their names. They tell you basically the movements that you are making in those situations to affect the spacing that you have with the defender. With the V cut and the L cut, the first portion being a straight line to where you take away the space between you and the defender. And then the second portion is the angle in which you pop out afterwards to where you want to be able to receive the ball. Backdoor cuts, face cuts are more closer to counter moves to L cuts and V cuts that will also give you an opportunity to catch the ball in a different area, again based on where the defender is and how you can manipulate the space between yourself and anyone guarding you. That way we always have other options outside of if someone does do a great job of taking away, they understand how the play is being run. You've been able to affect the game in a great way where you're catching the ball at, and now they're going out of their way to take that catch away. We have a counter move to that so that, again, our team's offense can flow in a continuity, and the other options outside of your catch on the perimeter are still available to your team so that we can all be in a place that makes sense spacing-wise and timing-wise so that our offense and our team can keep everything flowing and opportunities can continue to present themselves throughout the course of an offense. With the opportunity to catch and be effective in all those different scenarios, from L cuts to V cuts to backdoor cuts to face cuts, we're going to start building on every movement, how you use the movement, how we get open with it, how we attack it after the catch, the importance of a clean catch, and all the nuances that are within those movements to make all of our catches have more value than simply what your job is. Offenses are built continuity offenses are built for players to catch the ball in places, but it's also built to where if you're a playmaker, you can take advantage of that catch within the flow of an offense without stopping everything else, without having to go between cross to get to a dribble move or get to a shot. and still be able to affect everything while your team is running everything that's expected. Everyone has an understanding of when you catch the ball, why you catch the ball, how you catch the ball, what your attack opportunities are, and the more in-depth you can be with your footwork, with your ball skills at the point of attack, you can turn into a very effective part of your team without becoming a bottleneck to keep you all from being able to keep everything flowing. So we're gonna this is round one where we're just speaking about where we're catching everything at, but we're gonna get very, very expansive on how we manipulate our space, manipulate our defender, as well as any help defender so that we can be as effective as possible with all of our off-ball action.